So any program you ever start, you can basically use this same exact outline, I guess, if you will, of how to promote and how to start really brainstorming and thinking about how you want to launch a program. So the Barre coach window is going on right now. If you were not aware, coaches are allowed to purchase Barre from the 3rd to the 16th. And then on the 16th, customers can start purchasing Barre. So what I've been doing this first week is if anybody has signed up, which I've had several, they've all signed up as discount coaches in order to get Barre Blend early. And then when the 16th rolls around, people will sign up as normal customers. I'll offer them the discount as always. And if they want it, great. And if not, that's okay. They can still get access. So first thing I want you to do is think about Barre Blend. Think about what you know about it so far. Has anybody here tried the sample or some of the first couple workouts? So I hope that you know some about Barre already. I want you to start thinking about why Barre for you specifically. Not why Barre for anybody else, not anything that you've necessarily heard about Barre from anybody else's page or anything from the promotions, but why are you choosing to do Barre? And I literally want you to take some time right now to think and even write something down, because it's important that you talk about this the whole entire time you promote for Barre. And you will be promoting for Barre until the first week of January. Actually, the second week of January, because it doesn't start until January 13th. So you have to know why you're doing it, and your followers have to know without a doubt why you're doing it. And just for an example for me, the reason I'm excited about Barre, and here's the cool thing. You don't actually have to know until it comes to you. And probably whenever you try the sample or you start learning about it, something will come to you that is so you that will excite you about the program. So for example, I did not know how I was going to promote for Barre until I tried the sample workout, and all I could think about was Save the Last Dance. Literally, that is the only thing I could think about is, oh my gosh, I wanted to be Julia Stiles so bad whenever I watched that movie as a kid. And the whole time I did it, I was like, dang, like I am so excited for this, because it's going to make my childhood dreams of like being an Olympian or a dancer actually come true. So what has inspired you? What has excited you so far about Barre? Write it down right now.
So I've done a few of the workouts, and I pretty much only started doing it because I was like, well, this is different. It is not the normal kind of workout I go for. But after, like, I hated today's workout. Like, it was terrible.
What number was
it? It was legs. I think it's 4 maybe, but I hated it.
I don't think that's a bad thing. I mean, you can be honest and say, like, I'm giving this thing a try. I've already seen you say, like, the dancing and, like, silly stuff, like, that's not really your style. You're more of, like, the 6 weeks of the work reminds me of you. Like, that's totally your thing. So I think your thing for Barre is, like, this is totally out of my comfort zone, and that's the reason I'm doing it. And you can be really honest one day and say, I loved today. And I think you can be really honest the next day and be like, I hated it. Like, I can't sugarcoat it. I hated it, and it's okay. I finished it because I said I would. So I think just be like brutally honest through the program, and I think people will really appreciate that. I haven't done that one yet, so that intrigues me. Anybody, maybe I haven't given you enough think time, I don't know, but does anybody have something to share about, like, why are you choosing to do Barre? What's exciting you about it? How are you going to promote your specific excitement about it?
I'm kind of the same as like Tiffany, because I am one of the most least graceful people on the face of this earth. And I did ballet for like 3 months, not even. And like that kind of thing. Plus I don't really watch The Bachelor. So like I'm kind of taking the route of like literally so far out of my comfort zone. It's not even funny, especially like, cause I've seen a lot of people do it without shoes. And I like always wear shoes when I work out. I don't know, maybe I'm a weirdo, but
no, I always do too. Besides this workout, I've been doing it barefoot.
Yeah, and so I'm kind of like looking forward to that. And I honestly like thinking it just today, I realized like how much like I have pretty much never worked out with like this little of impact. Like I've always done like some sort of like jumping and whatever, just because like that's what like my sports like required and whatnot. So like I will have never done a workout like this level of impact. So that's kind of like where I'm going with it, I guess.
Yeah, I love that. I think it'd be so cute and so funny if you posted like some pictures of you whenever you were little,
Oh my gosh.
Assuming you did the
Busting-
Barre when you were little, not like 2 years ago.
No, like busting out of my freaking leotard.
I love that. Anybody else?
Well, I haven't actually officially announced this because it's super early, but I am 6 weeks pregnant. And so the reason why I'm excited is because I just know that this is like a really good program for like prenatal type of stuff. And so
Oh my goodness.
I guess I'm going to have to figure out how to like word that, but not.
Yes. Well,
I mean,
first
that's
of all,
usually my reason.
congratulations. That's so exciting. And second of all, I love that. And I don't know at what point you feel comfortable like putting that out there and when you tell everybody, but that, yeah, it probably won't be until after the program starts, will it? That you're able to actually share.
Yeah, probably not. I don't know. I'm still like going back and forth on it.
Yeah.
Just because of our history, like
Yeah.
I feel like at this point, like the more people that can know and like be praying for us, the better. But at the
Does your
same
family-
time, do what?
Does your family know?
No.
I think you could easily just talk about like, just focus on the low impact. Say that you've been doing like high impact workouts for however long now, and you're just looking for something that's like easier on your body. I think that's totally fine. And you can even tie it into the holidays. Like, I want to stay active through the holidays, but I want to enjoy it and have fun and like, you know, not die during workouts. I don't know. I think there are ways that you can get around it. And then once you're able to announce, I think that'll be a really fun thing to share about why you chose it.
Yeah. Okay.
Anybody else?
So I like how this program has like the words at the beginning, because right now I'm doing the work, which is like completely opposite of like trainers, because he's like literally yelling at me and calling me a killer. And I'm like, I don't like this. So I tried the sample on one of my rest days and she was like, you are limitless. Like, you are amazing. I'm like, oh, I like this so much better. So like having that different vibe from a coach makes me more motivated to work out than this one, because I'm like struggling to finish.
I love that. And I think you can talk about that all the time. Like the fact that you're wrapping up this super intense thing and it's been really good for you, but you're so excited to have a different vibe from a new coach. Like, I think that's perfect. And I think you should really drive that home, because if you like the positive, affirming type of trainer and coach, then probably a lot of people following you are going to connect with that same thing. So I love that. So it's important to do this with every single program that you ever start. I don't care if it's a brand new launch. I don't care if next month you decided to go back to 21 Day Fix or Live 4 or whatever it is. You always have to have a super personal reason of why you're choosing each program, because number one, that helps you stay committed to it. And number two, it shows your followers that you are set apart from everybody else. A lot of us, like, I don't even want to guess the number of people that are about to start Barre Blend, but so many people online are talking about it. And if they're following all of us, for example, which I'm sure nobody is following all of us and choosing between us or anything, but if they're following a couple different Beachbody coaches and they're trying to decide if they want to do Barre Blend, they're going to attach to whoever has a story that kind of matches with theirs, or somebody that they're like, oh yeah, I'm kind of like that too. So your story and the reason you choose programs actually sets you apart, which is a really, really cool thing. So do this with every single program you ever start. All right, the second one, same type of thing. Why your group? So I think you probably know by now that we are actually doing an entire downline challenge group, which I'm really excited about. I don't want you to feel like you have to by any means. If you don't want to be a part of the Barre and Bachelor and you want to do your own thing, that's totally cool. But I want you to take a second and write down, why is this group exciting to you? So for me, I have two things, which is community. We're all doing it together. That's never been done before from my team. So I'm excited to talk about that all of us are doing this thing together. And then number two, I'm obsessed with The Bachelor and everybody knows it. And I cannot wait to infuse that into this challenge group. I think it's gonna be so much fun. So those are my reasons.
I think the biggest thing that I'm going to hit on is the community, like you said, but like more specifically, just like because it is going to be such a big group instead of like a close knit group, just seeing so many other people succeed is going to help me succeed. Like seeing other people stay committed is going to make me committed, and the more people I see doing that, the more I'm going to want to do that.
Tiffany, are you going to the Dominican?
I am.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. This program takes us right up until like a couple weeks before we leave. So that's something else I'm going to talk about, is that like how cool that this program, it's so positive and exciting. Like it's going to get us through the hardest months of winter, which is awesome to me. And then we're going to go to the Dominican like really soon after that.
Yes, I can't. Well, that's just assuming, like, total side note, that Ben and I can afford it, because it's been like boom, 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 one thing after another, like after he wrecked his truck. So,
well, we'll start praying for that now. Who else? Why this group? Why your group? And I want you to take ownership of this group. Don't say like it is your group, and it's important that the people following you know that you are going to have a huge part in this and you can take ownership of it. So why is this group of yours going to be important to you or excite you?
I think like same like as far as the community goes, but even more so just seeing like, since it is so different, kind of like Tiffany said, like there's going to be people that really, really love it, but then I know there's also going to be people that like might struggle with it. And like I haven't tried it at all yet, so I have no idea like where I'm going to fall. But then also just like seeing how different like everyone else kind of like maybe runs their challenge group / like checks in / like it's just going to be something new and different, and I think that is just gonna like overflow into like the new year, like as far as like almost like recommitting kind of thing, if that makes sense.
Yep. Anybody else? Okay, the next thing is, what is Barre? And again, I want you to always put your own flair on things when you're describing it. Like when you go and you research Barre, which every single time a new program launches or you're about to start a new program, you can type in like Google Barre Blend FAQs, and all of the stuff that you need to know about Barre is going to come up. Like every bit of information I know about Barre is going to come from the FAQs that Beachbody puts out. So what I want you to do is read through that and again, take out of it what excites you, because the way you present Barre Blend is going to be different than the way I'm going to present Barre Blend, and it's really super important. So like, for example, I am also going to be talking a lot about the low impact, just like Caitlin is, but the reason she's talking about it is completely different than me. I'm having a back issue, and my following knows that because I've been talking about it forever. So I'm going to like say it over and over and over again that that's why it's really important for me, and I'm excited to do this because it is low impact. So I'm going to take out the things out of the descriptions that are important for me, and you keep on talking about those until Barre Blend launches, because the more people know about it, the more likely they're going to be to sign up with you. So make a note somewhere, sometime this week, I would say maybe tonight after the call or tomorrow morning, check out the FAQs for Barre. The next thing, kind of along the same lines, is what does the package include? That's in the FAQs for Barre. That's something that your following needs to know. Every single time that you are about to start a challenge group or start a new program, people need to know those two things. What is this program? Like, how many minutes is it a day? How many days a week is it? What's the style of the workout? Those types of things. And then separate from that, they need to know what they're going to get from you when they sign up. So of course, the 1,200 workouts, don't ever forget that. The simple meal guide, the pre and post workout, or Shakeology, like these are the things that you need to be showing and telling on your stories or even in a post. And then don't you dare downplay the value of you as their coach for an entire year and your groups for an entire year. Those are two really important pieces, because I know if somebody sticks with me for an entire year, they're going to get results. I know that my groups are fun. Like I know that if they have me in their life, that they're going to be inspired to do this for an entire year, not just Barre, but past that too. So it's really important that you're telling them those things. And then lastly, I want you to make sure that you're talking about Barre and your groups in some way every single day until Barre launches. And I'm not exaggerating. You will feel like a broken record, but that's a good thing. The same people are not watching your stories every day. Sometimes people just swipe through your stories. Sometimes people don't listen to you. Like, they are not going to feel like you're a broken record. You are going to, but that's a good thing. If you are not feeling like a broken record, you're probably not getting your point across. Like, think about other commercials that you see on TV for, I don't know, McDonald's even, or whatever. Like, you know what they're going to say. You know their slogans, you know their taglines, but that's what makes them known. Like, that's what makes your mind think of them, is because you know what to expect, and you're the same way. You cannot over talk about what you're about to launch. You won't do it. I would say be creative and be unique and have fun with it, but you cannot over talk about it at all. So all of those things that I just mentioned, those things need to be infused into your page every single week. You're not going to talk about all those things every single day, but you're going to talk about some of them every single day for sure. So the last thing I want to do, and then you can ask questions or we can brainstorm together or whatever, is give you like just an idea of how I'm going to post about Bar Blend this week, each individual day. So the first thing I want to say is you need to have at least 100 invites sent out in December for your group. I don't care when, I don't care how, it does not matter. I'm not the type of person to say like, some people do like 50 invites a day, 20 invites a day, 10 invites a day. That does not work for me. I'm just going to be honest with you. I have to do it differently, but I do get at least probably 100 invites out a month in some way. They come from polls, they come from people interacting with me, they come from people liking my photos or watching my stories, but I do get those invites out. And I just want to remind you, invites are in their inboxes, and you're saying, hey, we're starting bar on January 13th. Would you want to do this bar workout with me? Like, don't overthink it. I'm telling you, don't overthink it. Okay, so this week, and I'm not married to my plans ever. You may not see these exact things represented on my page this week, but it'll be something similar. So, and if you want to copy me, you can. I would strongly urge you to have some sort of plan every single day. I'm going to be honest, I'm not a weekly plan out type of person. Usually, I did this for your benefit tonight. Usually I wake up in the morning, I'm like, okay, what's my focus today? That's usually how I go about it. So Monday, tomorrow, my story before fitness through the holidays. So tomorrow I'm going to talk about what my holidays were like before I was a coach. What did I do? How did I eat? How did I feel? And I really want to focus on that and then now. So this is what I was like then. Maybe here are some pictures of me looking way different a few Christmases ago. Maybe I'll tell a story about how I felt a few Christmases ago. And then I'll show and I'll talk about how I'm so glad I don't have to feel like that anymore because I'm able to actually stay consistent through the holidays. Then the next day, Tuesday, I'm actually going to be all about bar. Like, I'm going to give those things that we just talked about a second ago that I said should be infused throughout your whole week. I'm just going to get it to the nitty gritty and be really like direct about what's coming up. Give some details about bar. Talk about Elise, the trainer. Talk about why I'm so excited. Those things. Do polls about doing bar with me. Maybe do a question thing that says like, have you ever done bar, or opinions about bar, or whatever. I also want to tell you that every single person that interacts with my stuff or like votes on polls or sends me questions or responds in any way to any of what I'm saying, I'm going to invite them to my group that starts January 13th. And I'm always going to tell them it starts January 13th. Okay. Wednesday, I'm going to go back to more of like story-ish. So like, why bar for me? So my like low impact, and I'm excited because it's going to bring out the little dancer that I wanted to be when I was really young. Then Thursday, I'm going to go back to the nitty gritty, all about bar. Like, here is what you get. Here is what this workout is like. This workout is 30 to 40 minutes every day, 6 days a week. Here's what the trainer is like. Here's what you get. Here's what my groups are like. All of the nitty gritty stuff. And then the next day, I'm going to go back to my story about fitness through the holidays and why it's important for me to stay committed to my program, to my groups, and to my health and fitness through Christmas time. You are going to notice that as you promote in heavy promotion weeks and heavy promotion times, you're going to repeat yourself. You're going to talk about the same things a lot, and it's a good thing. I promise you. I don't want you to feel like a broken record. Well, I do want you to feel like that, but I don't want you to think of that as a negative thing. You've got to say the same things over and over and over again. And a few of the things that are really important that people keep hearing is why, bar blend, the date, is extremely important. And then just your passion and excitement about these programs. They should hear that over and over and over and over again. And then Saturday and Sunday, I always leave for no work. You probably notice on the weekends, I don't respond to texts. I don't really get on Marco Polo. I don't know. I don't really do work. I have to have that work-life balance. So your promotion for Bar Blend should be unique to you, but you've got to have a plan. And my personal preference is to get hopefully 10 people in through this next week, because I want to take some time off around Christmas, and I'm sure you do too. And I'm sure you don't want to be like inviting people and like down to the wire on the 24th, because you want to spend the time with your family. So I would say act like this month ends like the 20th of December, and try to have Success Club by the 20th of December. That way you can relax the whole entire week of Christmas and just do your thing, show up on social media, but not have to do heavy promoting. So that's what I've got. What questions, comments do you have about Barre, our upcoming group, your promotion? Anybody have any killer ideas they want to share about Barre Blend? Or anything that's working especially well? Okay, well, that's all I have. I just want to urge you to have a plan and be excited, and share that enthusiasm and excitement on your story, and make the program really personal to yourself. I think that's how you get excited. And when you're excited, people on the other side of the screen can feel that, and they get excited too.